Welcome to Maggie B Cooking, and today I will be cooking chicken rotel. Thank you for joining my video. If you haven't already, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. Today I'll be showing you how to complete the full recipe of chicken rotel. It's just 1 can of cream of chicken, 2 cans of rotel, 1 block of cheese, 1 box of 16-ounce spaghetti, and of course I will be doing cream corn bread. I'll show you that as well. Here's the seasonings that I'm going to use: black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, complete salt, regular salt, and a little bit of roasted garlic paste just to have a little flavor to my base. Here I'm boiling the chicken, which is going to give me chicken broth, and I don't have any chicken pollo or bouillon cubes or anything. As long as you boil chicken and you season the water, you have chicken broth. It's amazing. So here I'm going to take the chicken out once it's done, and to the noodles I just pour the 1 box of 16-ounce spaghetti noodles in. You can use any noodles that you choose. I always use spaghetti noodles, and I don't break them or anything. I just pour them right in the pot, and I make sure that I have at least a half a pot of boiling broth. So even if my chicken boils down and I need a little more water, I would add a 1.5 cups of water and then let it let it boil, and then I add my spaghetti noodles. Once my spaghetti noodles cook down to where they're not sitting up stiff, in the pot, they're starting to cook, I add the 2 cans of rotel. Then once I cook the 2 cans of rotel and the spaghetti till the spaghetti is almost done, not quite all the way done, but almost done, then I add the box of either, you can use Velveeta, but this time I use Kroger brand melt cheese. I don't know, cheesy melt or something like that, but it's Kroger brand. Here we have a Kroger. I don't know what you have where you are, but once I put the full box of cheese in, I add 1 can of cream of chicken, and I'm gonna cook that till I cook that down all together. Let it melt, and you have your broth, you have your spaghetti noodles, your 2 cans of rotel, that cheese in there, and that can of cream of chicken. Now here you can add 1 can of water if you choose to, because of course that cheese can be thick. But if you don't mind it being a little thick, then this is a great consistency to add the chicken, because the spaghetti noodles are done, your cheese has melted, the cream of chicken has also cooked throughout the broth, and now you're adding your shredded chicken. I had 4 chicken thighs that I didn't use for Thanksgiving, and I had in my freezer, and I was trying to think, what can I do with these chicken thighs, and it's a week after Thanksgiving. So yeah, we're making chicken rotel. But of course, if I do chicken rotel, me myself, I always have to have me some Jiffy cornbread. But this time I didn't want any kind of Jiffy. I wanted cream corn bread. So I'm also going to add in my recipe for my cream corn Jiffy cornbread. And what you're going to need is 2 boxes of Jiffy, 2 eggs, 1 can of cream corn, and 1 cup of milk. Here you see me adding my 2 boxes of Jiffy. I have my 2 eggs. And I also have my 1 can of cream style corn. You can drain. Well, you really don't have to drain it. If you have whole kernel corn, you can use the whole kernel corn. Just don't add milk. If you don't like milk, then you can use whole kernel corn with the juice that's actually in the can, and that will be enough liquid for 2 boxes of Jiffy. So that's a choice. Either use the 1 can of cream corn and 1 cup of milk, or you use 1 can of whole kernel corn with the liquid and no milk at all. You don't add the milk. But here's me adding the 1 cup of milk, because of course, just like I said, I had the 1 can of cream style corn. And once I mixed that all up, I had my pan, my 12 muffin pan in the oven with a little shortening in it so it can warm up. I like to heat my pan first if I'm doing muffins, because then it's easier to take them out at the end. So yes, of course I had my 12 muffin pan and cooked them for however long, 25-30 minutes on 350, and here's the end result. And of course it was a great meal. You're welcome.